So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this...
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Beckham is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shot could be on, and he's got the beating of it. He's had a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2, then. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Kaká.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Oh, super! And Messi! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter...
Oh, he's been caught! Luis Suarez! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Raul. Can he get on the end of this? Nicked it back promptly. Picked out brilliantly. Mateus. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's been slipped through. Kaká. Gerrard. Pinches it off him. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. Luis Suarez. Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. Raul. Now he's got space here. And this is Batistuta. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, easy pickings there. He's in a good position. Hits a shot! Sticks it away! Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And Messi! Decent enough try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Now it's Cruyff, and he's surging through. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in a great position here. Vieira. And the first half is done. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Up he goes! Boom header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 9,
So the
Batistuta.
manager can make a change
Coming
for
on
the
to
first time in the
replace
game
him
here.
Well, this could be a bit of a
Number
nightmare
23,
scenario for the
Erling
defence,
Haaland.
as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Gets a good foot in there. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He can run onto that. And he was quick to react. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
Goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, super find. Shakes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 15, Gerrard. Number 5, Kaká. Number
Good-looking
14,
ball.
Raúl.
Xavi Alonso.
Number 2,
And there's green grass ahead of him.
coming on the field, number 22.
That's the keeper's
Xabi
ball.
Alonso. Number
That's
10,
exactly what they
De
need to
Bruyne.
keep doing.
Number
Carry on tugging
19,
away, and eventually
Guti.
you might just
Number
get that
8,
little break.
This
Ruben
is a
Dias.
really front-footed approach.
Substitutions taking
Well,
place.
the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's fabulous. And that has been cleared.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Roberto Carlos. No way through. Oh, cracking ball. Big chance! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Collar coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Haaland. Roberto Carlos. That is good alertness.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Cross goes in there. He gets big. Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Pete.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of 2 or 3. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first 5.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, that's a fine interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Luis Suarez. Oh, well played. Kukçu. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Messi. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi Alonso. Lam. And this is Messi. It's a promising position. Bullish header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. Still goalless at the moment. No, that's been intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Yeah. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, perfectly measured that. Good take. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number...
Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Cruyff. Ball's out once more. There's the delivery. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. Can he get it through? Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. So first half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that's a key interception. He's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Might be dangerous. Had a shot! So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Maldini spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Here's Batistuta.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice looking ball. And that has put paid to that. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Hazard. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through. He rises! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Johan Cruyff.
So time for change.
Number
And this
5,
one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 13,
And that has added a whole new
Xabi
complexion
Alonso.
to the game.
Number
Well,
10,
needless to say, Peter,
Messi.
they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how
Number
much these boys
17,
have left in the
Bale.
tank.
Number 7, Yankolo. Number 21, Guti. Number 23,
And here's Bale.
Griezmann.
Kukçu proves too strong. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, crossbar! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Ah, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
They'll have one final crack at it. Cafu. That's been won straight back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Knocks it out wide.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Bale. That is good alertness. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and welcome
Gorgeous,
to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And this is Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cross goes in there. Kimmich can get it clear. Searching pass he's played there. Neatly clipped into space. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. No way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nedved gets across and deals with it.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Lahm could try cutting inside here. Takes a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And now they can clear their lines. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a oh, what has happened here? And his big chance! Shoots! It's there! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Cruyff. Oh no, this does real chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he's intervened well there. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Messi. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And this is Cruyff. And this is Messi. Now it's Raul. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Colorado Springs clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost trying to get back into this, so they have to be alert.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
Number 6, Johan
So
Cruyff.
off we go once more.
Coming on the field, number 7, Jan Koller.
Nedved charging
Number
forward, the ball at his
17,
feet.
Bale.
Koller. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! It's hit the crossbar! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Bale at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Rice, that's a good ball out wide.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Koller puts his foot on the gas. Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Colorado Springs certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rijkaard. Time and again they are repelled. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And here's Bale. Looking for the run. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, third corner of the game. Oh, that one's going nowhere. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Mohamed Salah. Great defending, strong and determined. Guti. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Raul. Guti. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had it taken off him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Raul. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? He's in space and looking for options. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So their fourth corner of the game. Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. Hazard. It's a sharp pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely weighted ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
4
And
added
it's
minutes has
Bale.
been indicated.
Tries to play it through. Azar. He's got away. That is lovely. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence.
And he has been fouled there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Messi. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Nedved is there, and he can pick it up. There is the lithe figure of Ed Milson.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back, which makes him so key.
Oh, he's got a lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
Ed Milson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Lahm. Lahm tries making a foray down the right. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well timed, excellent interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, well measured. Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Chance for a shot!
1 minute added time.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Colorado Springs are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Ed Milson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And claimed it back swiftly. Lahm. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Lahm. Fired deep towards the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Up he goes! Sticks it away! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to pass it through. Played into space out wide. Lahm is in a really good position out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a cute ball. Can he finish? Superb from Pele! About as smooth as it gets. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Mbappe.
We have got changes here
Number
from both
9,
sides, in fact.
Pullet.
That has
Coming on the
certainly
field,
made things interesting.
Number 97,
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Yamal. Substitution
Looking to
in
play him in.
progress.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Bruyne. Now it's Bale. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Deep cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And this is Bale. And this is De Bruyne.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well,
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Collar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Take some time out to give your support to our better
So what do you
stadium
take
fund.
away from it all, Jim?
well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, clearly, Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legend. He's had a shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The goal scorer!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already.
Now that's well seen too. So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Now it's Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Iniesta. Cruyff, who does have an assist to his name. First quarter of an hour gone. And that could set him on his way. Nedved. India look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Vieira. Alonso. Seedorf. That's a dangerous ball. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
India can try it again now. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's cut it out. And he's being shifted off it. Hoeneß. Nedved tries to play it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Knocks it out wide. A header! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A great, good chance here! And he's lifted it over.
A message to the wise: it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Distributed tidily. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Oh, smashing header! It's fallen kindly here! And now they can spring out of defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves And it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So it's back to business.
Colorado Springs clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Inzaghi. Messi. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pernas receives it in a good position here. Danger averted for now. Not the most accurate pass. Quality ball. India looking to pass their way through. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff looking to penetrate opposition lines. Rodri. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rashford was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's Bale! Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they've got their lead back. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
India really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bale. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Seedorf. 5 minutes left on the clock. Looking tidy in possession here. That's a good ball. And he's only too happy to... It's Iniesta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Iniesta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ribéry. Oh, such a clever touch. And across, big header! And the ball's come loose here. Seedorf. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's well positioned. Bale! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! It was the crispest of hits. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronald D.
It's Rashford! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. Played out towards the right wing. In by Messi. He gets big. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Valverde. And it's Luis Suarez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Lam. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a promising position. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Goes down, but nothing given.
That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And he plays one through. He's got tall. No, not the best of headers.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Brazil finding their passes. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Valverde. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He has found a way through. And no, he's seen through all of that. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good ball, good take. Cross needs to be good. Shoots! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Jordan Henderson.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ronaldinho. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Valverde. Oh, well measured. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Cruyff. Lam is in a really good position out wide. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Carvajal. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, well played, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Deep cross. Some mighty effort. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Messi. And it's Cruyff. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Carvajal. Bastoni. And Carvajal.
Maradona.
Bastoni.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Maradona. Carvajal. Taken back almost at once. He's picked his way through. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Aimed beyond the defence. In towards the backs. Oh, what a climb! Should have equalised.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
And he's being shifted off it. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lam gets into a good position. And he thumps it clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
And here's Suarez.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Messi's cross. Up he goes! Oh, he's hit the bar! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Still goalless. Now it's Luis Suarez. Mateus. Now it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ribery. And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Ribery. Now this could be a chance. Tries to pass it through.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that's a dangerous... And Ribery! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a throw-in. Vieira. Nedved purring through the gears. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. Vieira. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. The boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Ribery! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Maldini gets it away. Closing in on goal. Whistle's gone, that's foul. he get on the end of this? And Ribery! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's Ribery. Tries a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting better and better.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Ribery, looking for the run. That's been slipped through. He's come in hard. So their 4th quarter of the game. Rashford is there and he can get that clear. And this is Ribery! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And there was his 3rd, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. And Cruyff! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, there's the clearance. That's a throw. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Time and again they are repelled. Nice looking ball. Ball's gone out of play. Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. The ball's gone astray. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch on to this? He won't be happy with that one.
6 added minutes
Can
have
he
been indicated.
finish? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. It's played through for him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And time is up. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Ribery, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And we're underway.
Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration.
And Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Sunderland are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's managed to get free. And they're back on the ball again. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Luis Suarez.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. Luis Suarez. Under an awful lot of pressure. That looks a cracking ball. He's on it. Can he get away? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He might be in here. Chance for a shot.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Big chance! Wiz having a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! Back to within 1. Interesting. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Messi is standing over this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Beards powering forward here. That has not gone well. Thuram thinks one through. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Now that's well seen too. And here's Cruyff. And it's Lam. Lovely feet. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. De Bruyne producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pierre. Nedved. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Short changes him with that pass. And there's the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker.
Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sunderland are looking to go forward now. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved. And here's Suarez. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Now this could be a chance. Sunderland needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Lee Kang-in. Thuram attempts a clearance. There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? And that's really well manoeuvred. Nedved. And he's had it nicked away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Looking to play him in. He's onside. Messi! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Well, we expected better, and so did he.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, it's played into the area. And back out it comes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Knocks it into space, and it's made its way to him. There's no flag. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear eve.
To the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So he's got it all. He has done it. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He's found a way through. Fired. Terrific header. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And that's been repelled. And Ribery! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Colorado Springs really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ribery, and here's the chance to counter. He's through, now is he in? Look at the space. Can he finish? He's scored! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it...
Oh no, this does not look good. Nedved. Albertini gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. He's gone for goal! Lahm gets good distance on it. Ferdinand is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Xavi Alonso cuts across. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Real chance! Goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Ribery! And the first 45 minutes are up. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And we are back on the way. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a searching pass. Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Nuno Mendes. He won't be happy with that one. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. Almost an hour gone. Oh, easy pickings there. Luis Suarez. And the through ball. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a little off target. And he's picked out the run. Oh, what a ball! He's having a go! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nicely shaped ball. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Cruyff. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the finish! Neymar has created one
There
goal
will be
already.
1 minute added time.
Xavi Alonso. No, that's been intercepted. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Please use parking provided by the club
Thanks
or
to
any
Jim
other paid
alongside
parking
me, and as
facilities
the
in
fans
the
make
area.
their way.